Hi, and welcome to my channel, Busy Bee Natural Remedies. I'm Karissa. Today I want to talk about the importance of detoxing. Now, what is detoxing? Well, that's your body's way of helping to clean itself out, whether it be get rid of unwanted bacteria, get rid of unwanted metals, get rid of unwanted poisons, unwanted parasites, unwanted fungus. I mean, the list can go on, but that's just a handful of things that your body is fighting every day to try and keep you healthy. Because when it is overloaded with toxins, it doesn't have the ability to work on repairing your body in areas that it needs. So, for instance, if you have things like eczema or other skin conditions, that is usually a sign that you are overloaded with a toxin or an allergy. Okay, which again, symbolizing that you have something in your body that your body does not want. So instead of focusing on actually repairing your skin, it spends so much time focusing on detoxing you from what you're ingesting or putting on your body or being surrounded with within the environment, that it doesn't have time to actually repair your skin. It's trying to get rid of all that in your body. So we want to help our body every day if we can to maximize its detoxing system. Okay, there's a couple of ways you can do that. It's not, hard. There are some difficult ways, and I'll talk about those later, but some easy ways that you can detox is through what you eat. So, for instance, pumpkin seeds are a great form of detoxing from parasites. So if you were just to eat like a handful of those in the morning before you eat anything else, that could help. Is that the end all be all? No, that's just one thing you can do. Also, try and help to eliminate artificial toxins that we ingest daily through our food and what we drink. And you can do that by downloading apps. An app that will, when you scan a product, it will give you a score on the level of toxicity. An example of that app is called Yuka, Y-U-K-A. You can just download it, scan everything you put before you put it in the cart, determine, what is the toxic level or score. So they give it scores. Then you can kind of start to alleviate, the toxins that you buy. That's one way to help your body. Let's decrease the amount of toxins. Is it perfect? Can you go out and find the best diet that will pretty much alleviate any and all toxins unless you grow it and make it from scratch? I'm going to say not likely. I have been trying for years and I have not found anything that I can do 100% that will keep my body and my family's bodies from ingesting toxins. If anyone out there has found a way that you can do this without having to grow it and make it from scratch, please let me know, because I'm sure myself and many other parents out there would love to know how you can, on an affordable budget, eat 100% healthy. Unfortunately, we're just bombarded, right? But that's why detoxing is so important, because we can't escape it. Let's go ahead and find ways to help our body, combat it. Okay, so the pumpkin seeds is one way. Another thing that you can do, potentially on a daily basis, and actually you can do this for like a week. It's called a detox smoothie, and it's really simple. So it involves pumpkin seeds, papaya, and pineapple and coconut water. Now it's about a quarter of a cup of papaya, a quarter cup of pineapple, about 6 to 8 ounces of coconut water, and then, I think like a tablespoon or maybe just a handful of pumpkin seeds. Throw it all in a blender, blend it up, put some ice in it so it's nice and cold, and then drink that first thing in the morning before you put anything else in your body. That is a great anti-parasitic detox blend. Okay, drink it 7 days. You can do that once a month. That's really going to help your parasitic level that's in your body. Some things that can help detox metals, and it's antiviral, antifungal. This is what we take every day. It's fulvic humic acid. This is alpha bios. There's other fulvic humic acids out there. So you can go ahead and look for what best fits your family. That one works for my family. I am going to be trying a different one once we are through all of our supply of the alpha because I like to save about $2, and I'm not going to lie, those are a bit expensive. The other thing that we do every day to keep our gut healthy is Morning Complete. Okay, so this is our immune boosting, gut boosting drink that we drink every day. So I combine the Morning Complete and fulvic humic acid in some juice, 6 ounces of juice. I give it to my kids, I give it to myself. Those two alone help our bodies to detox by giving our bodies the building blocks it needs to keep all the organs and the main systems healthy so it can detox. So like the Morning Complete, it gives your gut what it needs to function at optimal level. And then when you add the alpha bios, which is the trace minerals that our body needs on a daily basis, that boosts the immune system to help fight the fungal and the bacterial and the parasites. So that's one way to help your body detox and detox at an optimal level. Always be boosting your immune system. I mean, if I could say one thing that you do every day, try to boost your immune system, okay? Your body can only work as best as the building blocks you give it. And if you're not giving it good building blocks, it's going to struggle. Now, does that mean that's the only way to do that? No. If you can, go and research all the different fruits and vegetables and super greens and, Celtic sea salt has a lot of those trace minerals. That's an option. Finding ways to add Celtic sea salt to your diet so that you have enough that you get your daily trace minerals that you need. Eating the right fruits and vegetables to help your gut flush itself out and keep the food moving so it doesn't just sit there and ferment and rot and cause fungal infections and potential bacterial infections because your food is just sitting there as opposed to moving through the system. That is part of the reason why a lot of people have gut issues. So you just want to keep your body moving, right? Another way you can actually help to detox your body are castor oil compresses, and that's really simple. I do this at night, so I do castor oil. This kit's labeled, but it's organic castor oil, cold pressed, and it's in an amber bottle. You need to make sure it's in an amber bottle and it's cold pressed, and if you can find organic. And take a little bit of that, put it over the area of your liver. Take a rag, so that way the castor oil doesn't get on your clothes, and put it over that spot and just wrap it. It's called a castor oil compress. By doing this and going to sleep, you are basically increasing your body's own detoxing system at night. You're increasing its ability and you're increasing its performance, okay? Why is that? Because the castor oil gets deep in there and it gets into your liver, which is going through and breaking things down so your body can detox anything that it's going through your liver. The castor oil helps break those things down even better so that your body can flush them easier, okay? Most people probably don't know this, but between the hours of 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. at night is when our body goes through an actual detox process. When we are sleeping, that is when our body's repairing and trying to detox us the best that it can. That's why if you're also not getting, good hours of sleep and you're actually asleep, deep sleep, between the hours of 11 and 3, your body's not going through its full detox process. So every time that you don't get a good night's sleep and you're not falling asleep or you're not asleep in a deep sleep by 11 to 3, you're not fully detoxing every day. And those toxins just pile up, pile up, pile up. Your body does the best that it can, but if you're not getting to bed at a reasonable hour and you're not staying asleep and getting that deep sleep, you're already putting your body at a disadvantage because it's not being allowed to go through the full detox process between the hours of 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. Okay, so that's really important too. That's why they always say it's really important that you get a good night's sleep because that is the time that your body's going through the detoxing. Okay, so that's what this can do. That's what castor can help speed that process up or make that process as efficient as possible. So even if you aren't getting to bed between 11 and 3 and in a deep sleep by then, this will still help to get it function as optimal as possible. The other thing that I have now started using, and I've talked about it, is the 39 patch. This patch is amazing. Every day I'm finding new ways that this thing is helping. I am now seeing that this patch, in addition to helping my body heal itself, it is also detoxing your body, which makes sense. Because when you first start on the patch, you will go through detoxing, okay? Because your body can't heal itself without detoxing first, right? Like I said, if you have too many toxins in your body, it's going to focus on getting rid of those toxins more than it is going to be focusing on healing you. So when if you decide to do X39, be prepared that you're going to go through a detoxing phase. So drink plenty of water. Coconut water is best because it has the electrolytes, can help flush out the system. You might feel headaches, fatigue. Some people today, they might feel flu-like symptoms. Again, if you are helping your body flush itself out, so even like the castor oil compress, it'll help get you through that detox more. The more toxins that are in your body, unfortunately, the longer the detox is going to take, okay? But here's why I say I know for a fact that it is detoxing my body. Okay, this weekend, I was wearing a patch, like I do, 12 hours on, 12 hours off, and I actually did not boost my immune system on Saturday or Sunday, and I was eating junk food like I don't eat junk food. I mean, I eat a little bit of junk food, so like I might have a Starbucks drink a day, and then I might eat some peanut butter crackers or something. I was going full blown. I was definitely having my Starbucks drink on Saturday and Sunday. I was eating chocolate. I was drinking Dr. Pepper, which I hardly ever drink anymore. I was eating chips that I typically would not allow my kids to eat. I mean, I was just on a full junk binge, don't even ask. I would have expected that my face, so that's where I see it first, is my face just starts to flare up and I start to get really bad rosacea and I start to get really bad acne and just inflammation everywhere. But also like my stomach starts to like not feel great and I just start to kind of feel like I'm having the flu come on. Well, that didn't happen this weekend. Like I was actually shocked that it didn't happen to the level that I would expect it to. I got a little flare up with my rosacea. I mean, if you can see it now. But outside of that, no. And the only thing I can think of is because I'm wearing a patch. And so did it heal my body like it should have? No, I did see that also by not improving my immune system and like boosting my immune system and not eating all the junk food, because it was focusing on detoxing me. When I woke up like today after working on the garden hardcore yesterday for a little bit, I was a little sore, where a couple weeks before, when I wasn't eating a bunch of junk food, I wasn't drinking those coffees, I was actually boosting my immune system, I woke up and felt nothing, no pain whatsoever. So what this is showing me is that X39 had to focus on detoxing me rather than repairing me. That's why it's important that you boost your immune system and you help your system detox itself, because then, like I said, your body can't focus on repair if it's too focused on detoxing. So I saw for myself that my body was focusing more on detoxing than repair, because like I said, I woke up this morning, I did feel a little sore. Now, on that note though, I put the patch on in the morning, and after about 2 hours of wearing it, all my aches and pains are gone. I no longer have any implication at all that I have been working in the garden. So yes, now that I'm not stuffing my face with junk food today, and it's being able to focus more on repair, that is exactly what's happening. My body is repairing itself. It's decreasing the inflammation because it's not having to focus on detoxing. But this is why detoxing is so important. You can't tell your body, well, repair myself, if you're going to keep shoving junk food down your throat and keep taking all these toxins in and not doing anything to help detox your body or decrease the amount of toxins that are going into your body. Because, I mean, this patch is amazing, but it can only do so much, right? I mean, if you don't know how this patch works, it's organic crystals on the patch, and we put off infrared heat 24/7. And these crystals absorb that heat that we put off, clean it, put it back in our body, and that turns on our ATP, our mitochondria, and our cell regeneration. And the studies that they've done with this patch have shown people who wear this patch have had improvement in sleep, improvement in energy, improvement in skin, and decrease in inflammation all over their body. Now, again, I have seen all of those things and more happen with this patch. And if I stay on my immune boost every day, and I really focus on not taking in too much junk, and I try to eat clean food as much as possible, I see all those effects and more with this. Energy's through the roof. Energy's always through the roof. That's the one thing I love about this. My energy is always through the roof, even when I'm eating junk food. Could it be better? Absolutely. But I never feel tired anymore, ever. But I did notice, again, my aches and pains after gardening showed up today, and I'm not surprised, because I thought back, I'm like, well, I didn't boost my immune system and I ate a bunch of junk food, so my body had to pick. Do I want to detox you so that I can start repairing you? Or do I repair you and allow those toxins to build up, which will then in turn just cause more damage down the road? So I saw the effects of not detoxing. And even if I hadn't been on X39, I'm pretty sure if I hadn't been on X39, my face would have flared up completely. It would have been all red, and I would have had it would have been embarrassing. And then I'm pretty sure I would have been extremely tired, and I would have been like, man, my stomach doesn't feel great. I might have even started getting the post-nasal drip, which totally was expecting that too this weekend, because we are unfortunately getting the wonderful smoke from the Canadian fires surrounding us right now and really bogging down our air quality. And our family decided, hey, we know it's smoky outside, but let's go outside and go boating all day anyway. Let's spend all day out in the garden. Again, totally was expecting, okay, I'm going to have post-nasal drip, my throat's going to hurt, because I'm actually really highly allergic to smoke. So I would expect the typical things with my smoke allergies to start flaring up. That did not happen, okay? I don't have post-nasal drip. My throat doesn't hurt. Our skies are still, smoky. I was out in the smoke all day yesterday, breathing it in. And even on Saturday, I was in the smoke, breathing it in. Was it the best idea? No, but at the same time, I'm not going to stop living my life just because, unfortunately, we have fires. Because otherwise, we won't be able to enjoy our summers hardly ever, because it seems like we have fires around us all the time. But this proves that this patch is amazing. It helps with allergies and all that other stuff, and it was detoxing my body all weekend long, even though I was throwing everything bad at it that I possibly could, even though I shouldn't. But again, detoxing is key, right? Whether you want to use the X39 patch to help you detox 24/7, that's one way. If you want to use the castor oil compress to help your body detox at night when it's sleeping at its optimal level, that's another way. Boosting your immune system every day with full and morning complete. That's another way you can do it. There's many ways you can detox. You can do the smoothie I talked about earlier in the video. There's so many ways to detox. The point is, get on a routine where you're detoxing daily, okay? Because if you do, and you really put conscious effort into detoxing, you're going to see improvements in your health, okay? And, if you want to see exponential improvements in your health, I kid you not, you're going to want to try these. You want to look into these. There will be links below if you want to learn more about these, and if you potentially want to order, there'll be links below for that too. But even if not, again, detoxing, focus on that. But if you like this content and want to hear more like this, hit that like button and subscribe, and follow me for more at benaturalremedies.com for more holistic tips on how to take care of your family.